Nothing like haunting the cemetery. Yes, sir. Having a good time. Perfectly normal. Nobody questioned that. Spending time in a cemetery is great. Everyone's deceased. Me just on the inside. But that's okay. Because it's the cemetery times today. Yay! This has been a very pleasing weekend. Yesterday I went to the oddities market down at the fairgrounds, which I didn't realize there were so many strange and unusual folks in town. I thought it was just me. I had a huge turnout, tons of vendors. Hey, all the store I've mentioned before, they were there. Tons of odd things I bought. The first thing I bought was a haunted doll, quote unquote. Neat find. We'll see if it's really haunted. They did have embalming tools, but a lot of them I already had, so I thought, why? I already have them. Can't be doing that many embalmings. The next thing I got was a wet specimen, an eel, in a tiny little vial. So that's cool. And what was the third thing? There was so much to choose from, it was hard to pick. A scorpion in a shadow box with a Ouija board background, so that'll be a nice piece to put on the wall. There was tons, so much. Taxidermy skulls, creatures in shadow boxes, jewelry, embalming tools. It's hard to pick. I wanted all of it. But I like what I got. It was fun. It was worth the trip into town. I don't like the traffic, but it was fun. Had a good time. You know, if I ever start to feel bad about myself, lose any confidence, I just remember Sir Mix-a-Lot likes girls with big butts, and that's enough for me. Yeah. Do you ever look at a grave and wonder what was their life like? What went on in their life? Were they good, bad, regrets? I do. I want to know what their stories were, what they were like, what their life was like. Hopefully good. Hopefully they went to rest here with no regrets, no misfortune, but good memories, full lives. That's all we can hope for. Do you ever just finish your makeup and you think, dang, that looks really good. It's on fleek, as the kids these days might say, if they're still saying that. I don't know. But I'm feeling that today. The mortician did a really good job with my funeral makeup before they buried me. Yeah. So, jolly news, we finally got some fall weather. Yeah, it cooled down this weekend. Got downright cold last night. This is wonderful. It feels great out. I was over that heat. I didn't think my embalming was going to hold up much longer if it continued to stay as hot as it was. You know, I was just reflecting with my pal Reeves back yonder about how I used to come here and sit up with him on his tomb and sulk and mope, for lack of better words. I had just gone through a whole bunch of stuff. Divorce, self-loathing, was so alone, and this and that, and look at me now. All smiles, the sun is shining, everything's great now. Not a care in the world. So that's a beautiful thing. It had a good ending, because it certainly didn't feel that way at the time. At the time I thought, well, might as well dig a hole, lay down. It's the end of the road for old Deadly. But it's not. So if anybody else is feeling that way, whatever the unfortunate circumstance is, you know, take heed in that lesson, because I was nothing but despair. But now everything is just grand, you know. I don't worry about those things. I'm in a much better place, and everything is fine. So if anybody's feeling blue and sad and hopeless, it will get better. It will. I didn't think it would, but look at me now. Everything is just jolly. You just have to find things to fill that void, to make you happy, to a way to progress in life on a path perhaps you weren't expecting to take. I was expecting one road and ended up on a completely different one, but you know, it turned out to be a much better one. So look forward to the new opportunities to come out of tragedy. Thank you for coming to my chic, retro, gothic TED Talk. All these positive vibes and motivation. The evil villain inside of me doesn't want to feel happy. They want to feel evil. Darkness. Not good. Murder. Okay, so I think I just made the discovery of a lifetime. Okay, not to be dramatic or anything, but I think I just found signs of Bigfoot. Let me show you, okay? Check this out. Definitely Bigfoot, am I right? Bigfoot lives here in the cemetery, so I need somebody to call National Geographic because I just found Bigfoot. I can't get over what a great day it is. It's so pretty out. The wind is blowing, feels good. You know what would make this day even better? Demons. A Ouija board. Come on, kids. Get your scrying stones out. Let's have some good old-fashioned cemetery fun. So anyone who follows me on Instagram or watches me on YouTube, y'all probably think I'm just so fun and friendly and easygoing, but I'm actually a lot worse in person. Yeah, I hate everyone and everything. So don't get the wrong idea about me. I'm awful. Someone asked me why I portray myself as the villain and evil and, well, I mean, look at me. But it's more so just funny because I usually, and I don't know why, so don't even ask, I usually end up the villain in everybody's story, so I just sort of adopted the role. If I'm gonna be the villain, I might as well be the best dang villain you've ever seen. Well, I think I'm going to mosey on out of here in the motor coach, so thank you for accompanying me on today's cemetery stroll. Tune in next week and I'll tell you about the first time I survived an autopsy. Stay spooky, cats.